I'm joined today by Don McCullin, the award-winning photographer who made his name covering conflicts from the Vietnam War to Northern Ireland. You're here because you're a judge on the Faith Through a Lens photography competition, which aims to capture images of faith in everyday life.
What we're trying to do with this competition is to show what people put their faith into. Basically, faith should be combined with love. It should be a kind of generous approach to our thoughts, really.
And how does that translate into photography, and has it influenced your work, that sense?
Well, my work has been very tragic over the last 50-odd years because it's been concerned with, you know, the destruction of the lives of ordinary and innocent people, you know, going to wars, but also I've seen famines, I've seen droughts and floods. They've all produced tragic stories and tragic numbers of loss of life. But this competition was really meant to allow young, enthusiastic photographers to go out and visually translate that faith into images to show us, you know, how man can really help man and live side by side with man, and it can be done in a generous way by loving and caring for our fellow man. So that's what I expect to see in this competition. I want to see that. I have taken extraordinary situations where people have been carrying dead children towards me. I've seen, you know, women crying over their dead husbands in houses, men who've been murdered, and, you know, I've seen so much human expression, really. And I'll give you an example. That I've seen many men executed in front of me, bunches of Palestinians murdered in cold blood. The irony is that they always look up with their eyes, as if there's one last opportunity for them to cry out for salvation. You know, imagery can actually be very powerful as a voice. I'm not somebody who's just pressing a button. I'm there to become the voice of that moment. It's be it propaganda because it's wrong, or, you know, I'm there to be witness to the tragedy so that, you know, we cannot be left in the dark about the very bad things that happen in this world that should be stopped. That the press now seem to be only interested in celebrity, the celebrity cult of the successful and the glamorous people. That's all wrong. You know, but I'm afraid right now that's what's selling our newspapers and magazines.
I read that one of your cameras caught a bullet meant for you. Did that give you a pause for thought, kind of a moment of faith even somehow, or do you think that was just pure luck?
I've always thought, you know, I've always doubted, you know, religion, because my father died when I was 13 years of age, and I thought at that stage I'm giving up religion. This is only my personal view. It mustn't affect other people's thinking. But I must say, I've attended a few funerals and weddings which are all associated with the church and the rules of the style of the church. But when I'm in tight corners, like the day my camera got hit with a bullet, I did play the Judas role and look up and say, please God, don't let me be killed today. You know, I'll be good. I'll do this. I'll change my whole opinion. But, you know, of course I didn't. And but the bullet, the camera that hit my bullet, I was lying in a muddy swamp in a rice field in Cambodia, and I was dragging it along this dry wall of the rice field to save it being immersed in water and ruin. So. And the sniper who was trying to kill me, you know, luckily for me, he wasn't the greatest shot in the world, and he hit my camera instead of my head.
What makes good photo, do you think?
There's no need to set up photography, you know. There's so much human life going on. So I would say the first tip is to go out amongst the people. Go to where people gather, you know. They're even at railway stations. You see people embracing, and you see sometimes tearful scenes at railway stations and airports where people are saying goodbye to people they may not see for some time or possibly ever again. You know, there are so many places that, you know, you can see people walking, holding hands. It's about love. This love and faith. That's what this is all about. There's no shortage of it if you keep your eyes open.